One of the possibilities of technology and the free market is that people can create and innovate much more freely, much more in a freer way than other types of systems or societal organizational systems, right? Um, so I've been thinking of how industries over the past few decades have been disrupted and changed. And one that really is particular to me, and I think it's fascinating. I mean, anything technology is really fascinating, but this one is advertising, right? Of course, we know that your phone is your TV nowadays. Everybody is on their phone, scrolling, doom scrolling, checking the news, replying the text, being active on anything you do. You have to be online. You have to be on one app or the other. And at the last count, I'm sure there are billions now, if not 10 billion or even way more apps because anybody can create. Now imagine a world where there's a cap on how many apps or how many thousands of apps a country can create. A free market, create your app, state what it does, put it on the market, and somebody on the other side who needs it will find it. Of course, government through central management will tell the platforms that host your app what they need to do in terms of tax, in terms of data privacy, and all of that. And some of those things also still, create monopolies, slow down the markets, create expensive products, and all that. But that's really not the point of this video. But I just wanted to highlight the fact that an industry like media and advertising has been changed totally. Yes, there are some negatives, but the thing about advertising is that it's created a lot of jobs for people. So this particular example is about TikTok. It allows you to, as a creator, you can be connected with anybody, another creator, a musician, or a big company that wants to advertise. If you have the following, then, or even if you're a small creator, there is a small artist that can find you if you're lucky to get the numbers he is looking for. So just by writing computer codes, and you can even trace this all the way back to the first computer, the first um, algorithm or algorithmic system that was created 63 or whenever, all the way down to 1996 when you have the IBM breakthrough with the internet and all that, and all the way down here. So there is a progressive pattern with how technology evolves. And I always say, eyes have not seen what can be done with these technologies. And so, because of that, I see a potential of job creation. People can earn just by creating, and that's made possible by free enterprise, made possible by creation. People can create and can sell with little or no obstruction. You have people who spend hours on live sessions on TikTok and people gift them. You can really be employed. You can employ a team as long as you have a perspective that can be shared. Compare that to when it was just a few companies that had big media, could buy the cameras, could present the news. So we're seeing big time revolution politically and in advertising. And you can also expand that to code. Before you used to, yes, there are special areas like coding or web development that cannot be done by AI yet, but AI code like Cloud, Grok, or Lovable, any of those apps, they are now building systems that allows pretty much anybody to be able to create something, even if it's not that strong. So we're seeing decentralization and disruption in these industries. Maybe it will affect finance, banking, or any other industry, but it's just great to highlight how free enterprise can solve problems a lot easier than a centrally planned police system. One problem that I'm very disturbed about in Nigeria is dirty streets, waste management, sewage management, and bad roads. Is there a way we can tokenize our roads such that anybody who has the means or the will can find the technology, uh, can source it from anywhere and bring it to their street and fix 2 kilometers at a fraction, a much lower fraction of the cost that it will cost a major contract. We're talking trillions now in Nigeria. So I am looking forward to that technology or that system that opens the way for local government, for landlords associations, for individuals to come together and say, look, this is 10 million. What can we do with a few cement and some stones, some sand? How can we solve this and it's sustainable for 6 months before we get a big contract to fix it big time? So it's one of those observations that I make, and it supports the case for free enterprise, more decentralized thinking and creation.